Tarot with the blue eyes. You might not see it because I might change the filter color later. It might be dark. Okay, what do we have here? Traditional institution. So it looks like, wow, it's funny how it happens. I did do a little short, and then after that short, that could be like a structure that keeps going on. So you might be resisting change, right? And that has to do with abuse of power. And abuse of power, like I said in my past readings, like abuse of hope, what comes up here. So basically, you've been deprived of decisions and options and planning when it comes to this religious egregore, this religious structure. It sounds like a Christianity thing, but it could be anything. It's like addiction, right? I mean, I don't know who out of you loves philosophy, right? But anyone who reads Nietzsche, or at least read one book by him, they would understand how much this man despises the structural belief, right? That is based on self-pity and death and dying and taking free will away from you, taking this beautiful spiritual part out of you. So it looks like this religion that you've been part of is requiring your patience and practice. I don't know how religious you are, but it looks like you've freaking had enough. You do feel like you have lots of options in terms of going towards a new belief, but you don't want to repeat the structure of this religion. So let's say multiple religions have something in common, right? It's like a construct. My eyes just changed into brown, whatever. So it looks like you're afraid that you're going to stumble upon a new religion that has the same barriers you can't overcome and are not allowed to as the one that you're in right now. So you need inner strength to overcome the influence that this thing has on you. And it looks like it does have an influence. And what triggered the movement was the resistance of the structural religion, right, that you're part of, to wealth and bounty and success and beauty and pleasure, right? Because most of these dogmatic religions are based on punishment, self-punishment, right? Extracting God essence out of you and putting it outside of you. Look, it's like then religion teaches you that God made us in his image, right? Whatever. He's hard, doesn't matter. Let's just go by the book. God made us in his image, right? So now if you take that concept and put it, interpret it in sort of this creative way of thinking about the sun, right? The sun created rays in his image, right? To warm up and to let things grow and flourish, right? Now, rays are not outside of sun, and the sun is not outside of rays. So when religion teaches you that you're separate from your God, versus an extension of it, like the rays, right? It severs the connection between you and God, himself or herself, however you want. As for me, it's just really genderless. It's a source. You're disconnected from the source. So what you are, if you put something that you're made of source, right? You are the source. You're one with it. If you put that outside of you, then after a while of believing that it's outside of you, it will actually act as it is outside of you. Because whatever you think eventually becomes a reality. That's the part of the free will. When you think about something, it plays your tune to join your choir, right? Of belief. Okay, where were we? I got lost. So, you're like guarded when it comes to telling other people or your surrounding people or your relatives that you're about to jump onto a new train of faith and belief. But you want to. But it looks like you're not quite sure what it's going to be. And it also telling me that you're somehow energetically manipulated. Look. Before I pull a next card, I want to just shoot shit and improvise on it. Like, guess what's happening here? Do not listen to people around you. Look, Buddhists believe their faith, which is philosophy, religion, some might call, is the right way. Christians think there's the right way. Muslims think there's the right way. Jews think there's the only way and they're the right way. And so it goes on, goes on. So do not listen to people. Look at it as when you go shopping for the shoes, right? When you go shopping for shoes that look good, you want dress shoes. What you want in dress shoes is them to fit you, them to feel comfortable, them to not hurt you, them to be high quality, them to lust, them to comfort you, and them to be easy to walk in. Listen very carefully what I said. It might be too fast, but there's a button there. If you click the swirly button wheel there, when you click on it, you can change the speed of the play back. So you can slow down my voice, and then you'll hear it slower, what I said. But I'm just trying to fit as much information as I can here. Look at shopping for religion or faith or belief as shopping for shoes. And don't feel guilty about it, because the belief of any deity must fit you first, because you are the source that connects to that source. You are the source here on this plane that connects to the source on that plane. So you are as much of a source as that is there. You must fit each other. You can't be off. You can't wear two left shoes, right? Don't listen to other people. There will be people who will sell you their belief. Shop very carefully. See what feels good here, not here. Don't go for butterflies. Butterflies are always a gut feeling that something's not right for you. Even in a relationship, when you have people fight me about this a lot. And there's a lot of conflict when I tell them. When someone goes into a relationship, when we go into a relationship, and you feel these like butterflies fluttering all over the place, like crazy when we see people, you don't feel that for someone that you love, like your child, like your mother, like your brother, like your sister, like your father. Why is that? Is that not the real love? Because it's not lust. Flutter is a lust. It's fleeting emotion. Whenever you feel this drop in your stomach, that's not the religion for you. But what I'm saying is don't believe me on the word. Double check yourself multiple times until you're sure that's not the right one for you. And that's the feeling that warns you also. The true feeling, at least for me, comes into chest. And the feeling that I get is usually, it's like when you hold the breath and it's like something's lifted off of you, right? It's not like it sits into your chest heavy. No, it just goes in and just removes itself. That's the right one. Because connection should feel free. It should feel like freedom. If connection doesn't feel like freedom and it's not free, it's an obstacle. So don't mistake an obstacle with connection. What's next? So religion that you're in is corrupt, and it's corrupt through structure and families, right? We all know which one this is. It's overly critical. There's always mature, compassionate male. Yeah, misogynistic motherfucking religion with a selfish piece of shit God with lots of insecurities. So you nurturing this part of your faith is creating disharmony inside of you. A lack of money and opportunities because you're lacking balance. Because the religion, right? I've been raised in Christian religion. And I've said that multiple times in my readings, but I'll repeat it again because I don't know who's watching which one. Christian religion teaches you that money's bad. The wealth is bad. The success is bad. That a camel goes through the needle of eye. Actually, that's not the real story. We can talk about religion later. That's not what it is. Do you know that there were little things back then where a camel needed to lean and bend his knees and then walk on his knees to get through because that was called actually needle of an eye. There's nothing spiritual about it. This was actually an arch that a camel had to go through. There's no spirituality to it. It's a fact that was something called a needle of an eye that a camel actually went through. Rich man goes to heaven? What is it? Where did the fucking this shit come from? The same place where there's an impotent God. And one woman is a virgin and another is a whore. Because you can't have in between now, can you? So this religion has been causing you lots of anxiety. And this card is shining and I can't do my bibliomancy on it. And it's driving me insane. What are we reading here? Oh, it's telling me to move forward. You need to move forward. Even though you're anxious, you need to move forward. Don't be boorish, right? And don't worry about being rude. Don't worry about being boorish. You need to move forcefully forward. Like basically say, okay, fine. Look, this is my decision. It's okay. You can think that I'm a hypocrite and I'm against God and I'm the devil. But that's my decision. I'm moving this way. So it looks like your fear is going against, not going against the structure itself, but going against the family or the people that you're connected to. What do we have to say on that? It's going to say right here that if you don't do it, sweet little pea, you're going to have missed opportunities. You only have one life. Change the religion, change the partners, change the socks, change the underwear, change it all. God doesn't care. God, incarnated in your flesh, uses your flesh, right? You're an extension of God. Think about it this way. God is the source. You're the vehicle that the God can embody and play out this little game called life through, right? Are you going to prevent God playing the game? If God wants to change the religion, would you prevent God changing the religion? Who are you to do that? Do you not value God? Think about it this way. God wants to play. Let him, her play. You need to release the pain. You're feeling lots of pain. Regarding? Moving on and moving forward. Okay, you gotta let it go. We got 3 cards immediately, and you got lack of enthusiasm, and so you feel like you're going out of the frying pan into fire. So you might be talking about this somehow, and people have been condemning you. So you feel like you're coming out of the frying pan into the fire. So like you talked to a few people, but now that you will come out, just come out and say, I want to be free spiritually. People are gonna be like, burn the fucking bitch. You have a fear of failure and losing. You can't lose this game. This is silly. And this is all manipulation. This is other people trying to manipulate you with their words. Like I said in the beginning, do not listen to these people. Don't listen. They have nothing to tell you that's of value when it comes to spirituality, right? They have nothing to tell you to help you in any way to find your soul. It's your soul. They can't fucking find it for you. The only thing those other people can teach you that, if you don't know what stove is, if you turn it on, not to put a fucking hand on it. That's the only thing they can teach you. They can't teach you how to find your soul. They don't know where your soul is. They don't know what your soul connects to the most. So don't listen to them. Just go ahead, explore, become Buddhist. I don't know, become Muslim, become whatever you want. Keep changing until you find yourself. Go find yourself. Be reckless when it comes to spirituality. Be reckless. Yeah, confident and reckless. Don't listen to anyone.